Objection!
Hello everybody, Craft here. Today we are back for another episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. So yeah, without further ado, let's just hop right into this.
Episode 3, Turnabout Samurai.
You have disgraced for the last time, something samurai. The pale moon in the sky is something about blood. I can't read it all. Oh lord. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon. For it will be the last moon you ever see. Okay. What the? See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa! Are we like in a TV show right now? The warrior's swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's episode, or exciting episode, I don't know. The Dark Messenger returns. Huh. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices.
That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate!
Whoa! Stop waving that broom around!
Oh, Nick! I didn't know you were here.
Of course I'm here! What was that surreal show you were watching?
What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai?
No, I don't.
He's only the most popular TV hero for young people.
Young? Like, how young?
10 years old?
Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited?
Hey, I'm only 17.
That's 17. See? I'm a teen.
Not like you, Nick.
I mean, I guess. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself.
Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1.
I mean, it is a kid's show, so it makes sense.
Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai is over. I guess it's time to close up the office.
I guess? Wish we had some clients. Yeah. A month had passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? I don't know. Maybe we'll get a case.
It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner.
Maybe? Well, let's see. October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Hello? Yes? Hello? This is Phoenix.
Nick!
Maya? What? It's still early.
It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested!
Huh? You mean the guy on that show?
Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain!
Isn't that what he's supposed to do?
Yeah, on TV!
Yeah, on TV.
No, I mean he actually did it, in real life! He skewered a villain with his samurai spear!
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Just come to the office, quick! Please, Nick!
Oh, boy. October 16th, 9:22 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers played the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon, and are investigating further. This has to be a joke.
No, it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over.
Oh, we're getting some alarms. Oh boy.
Yes, Wright & Co. Law Offices. What? Nick, it's the Steel Samurai.
What?
Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick.
Go? Go where?
They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I've decided this will be our first case.
What? Okay. Let's just, examine for clues first, I guess? I see no reason why we're doing this. I'm just gonna do this whatever, no reason whatsoever. There wasn't really anything to do, so let's just talk about things a bit. Alright. So, what to do? Well, what should we do?
What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai.
Does she want to investigate this case or just do something, or just some sightseeing or whatever? I wonder. My money's on sightseeing. So, any ideas?
We don't have enough information to make a case yet.
Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened.
No, we just don't have enough information.
Okay. There's nothing to present yet, so let's get moving, I guess. The detention center. October 16th, detention center. Visitors room. Oh. He looks like a lion. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh.
Is that guy really him?
What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him! Will Powers, our client, that's him.
Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder. At least once, maybe twice.
Dang. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you saying?
Yes?
Something wrong? That's the voice. That's the voice. I guess that's what I'm going with.
No.
This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you?
Disappointed? Oh no.
No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I don't want to wreck their dreams.
Oh.
I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now.
Oh, Lord.
Nick.
What?
He's a good guy. I mean, he's good.
Yeah.
He didn't do it.
Okay. Alright, now to get to the bottom of whatever this is. Alright, let's try to see what happened. So, what happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened.
Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was yesterday.
Or only yesterday, well, whatever.
The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 o'clock that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 o'clock came around, and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set.
Oh, Lord.
They took off his mask, and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He'd been expertly skewered with the samurai spear.
The samurai spear?
Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon.
Huh. So anyway, the Steel Samurai. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is or whatever.
Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this, and a bit out of touch with the world.
Okay. Hey, who's new to this?
No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks through the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate, although, I guess he did defeat him this time.
I see. Neo-Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Alright, so Powers' alibi. Now, where were you on the day of the murder?
Well, that morning, I came to the studio at 9 o'clock. We worked through some action scenes until noon.
Who's that in the background? Did they play a role in this? Probably, maybe, I don't know. It's like, whenever I play Phoenix Wright, I have to keep like constant observance of every single character. I'm just like, should I pay attention to that or that or that? I don't know.
Rehearsal was to begin at 5 o'clock, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5 o'clock. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here.
Huh. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero.
What will the kids think?
I can't do a sniff with his voice. I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder.
Right. Global Studios. I'll draw you a map.
Wow, Nick, let's go.
I'm willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. She asks for autographs or something. Okay, let's check out this studio. Let's see what's up here. October 16th, Global Studios, main gate. So I guess this dude is our first client, or, you know, as a team here.
Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome! Aren't you excited? Hey, you there! This is my voice for this character, I guess. You want in? You gotta go through me. Sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Used to day, something horrible happens and all you.
Oh my gosh, oh Lord, I cannot. No, Lord, I missed all of that.
Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no.
I don't know. It's possible. Dang!
Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to, used to day.
But we are meant to be inside. I'm the dude's lawyer. I'm meant to be let in. Lady, let me through. This old bag lady. I'm meant to be let in. It's my job. Let's examine this place a little bit. Let's see an overhead map of the studios. Gotcha. Oh, Lord. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. And a car. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around like filming equipment. Let's look at the street! No, there's nothing to look at the street. Anything we haven't seen yet? Looks like we might have gotten everything. Alright, let's talk with this lady. Okay. The studios. So, what do you do here at the studios?
At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, it's in my younger days. No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie.
I read that wrong.
What? Wow, this place has really gone downhill, you know? But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was.
Hammer?
The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with.
Huh. So anyway, Will Powers. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. Now, one thought that he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
Or whatever. Huh. Anyway, Mr. Hammer. What kind of person was Mr. Jack Hammer? Or, you know, just Jack Hammer, whatever.
What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
Should I have heard of that?
But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Produced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry.
Reason for suspicion. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer?
I was standing right here yesterday. I was here from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 5 o'clock when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 o'clock and 2:30 when the murder took place.
And that person was Mr. Powers?
Yes, I saw him.
But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He was the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along.
But I need to go in. I'm his literal attorney. I kind of need to know these things. But yeah, we're on the quest of Mr. Powers. If I thought you were suspicious looking, okay. Show me a letter request.
And maybe just let you in.
I don't know. This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. Yeah. Maybe we can get something from him? Maybe? So she won't let us in unless we get a way to prove things. Well, let's talk with Will. Let's see how things are going.
Hello? How was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they?
No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick?
Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. I can't do the sniff with this voice. So yeah, talking about it, we need things with the security and stuff, but also your alibi. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you?
What? No, I'd never do that.
Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch.
Yes, like a baby.
But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime.
What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise.
Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'll just do a regular sniff, you know, we'll follow that.
But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me.
What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. Alright, let's ask about the security lady. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio.
Oh, the security lady?
She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking.
Yes. Actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all those bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let you up on it.
Or never let up on you, or whatever.
She's got some nerve.
Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation?
Of course.
Alright, cool. I just hope this will get me past the security lady. Yeah. Let's hope this helps. Alright. Objection! Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers.
Yes, I recognize that, the bold, childish scrawl.
Powers request given to the security lady.
To think he would trust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really?
Really?
Anyways, you may pass. But only left from here, towards the studios. No going to the right, that's the employees area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. A good detective told me himself.
Hey, Nick! Huh? There were maps at the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Alright, let's see. We got the studio from the main gate, and there's the employees area. I wonder if we got the rights to the employees area, you know, the dressing room and all that. What if we found clues there? There could be clues there.
Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you.
Well, time to go, Nick.
50 cents!
Okay. Guide map of Global Studios, add to the court record. I guess we gotta head to Studio 1. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance.
Hey! Are you that murderer from the other day?
It's that confused detective.
Hey, pal! You know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window.
So?
Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work.
Dang. Okay.
Detective?
I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt.
You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame others all I want, but I know the truth in my heart.
Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here?
Well, we're on this case too, pal.
Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait.
Oh my lord. I'd say he's a character, all right. Oh dang. All right, let's look around here a little bit. The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right, to Studio 1. Left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted.
Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. It took that tree with it too.
Or down with it, whatever. Is that so? Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path to the left? It looks like a tree fell down over the path.
Oh, yeah, that was kind of dangerous. You should stay out of it, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though.
There's a camera here. Maybe that could help us? Maybe we should keep that in mind? The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Maybe let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked.
Looks like you need a card key to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. Huh. Then there's a welcome sign. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Sorry, now let's talk to Gumshoes. Okay, the investigation. So, how's your investigation going, Detective?
Well, it's... Hey, I can't tell you that, pal.
Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so, Detective, mind if I take a look at what you got?
What I got?
The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please.
Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal.
What does the autopsy report say? Time of death, 10:15 at 2:30 p.m. Cause, pierced through the chest by a spear. So, reason for arrest. Why was Mr. Powers arrested?
Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m.
But if the time of death happened at 2:30, there had to be at least an hour and a half of a scuffle.
At the time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 o'clock and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, that's the security lady at the main gate.
Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence.
Thanks for cheering me up. I gotta say that all these more grisly voices this time are really like doing a number on my throat. Like I'm not used to doing that kind of voice too consistently, so it's actually hurting a little bit. But I'll push through, I can do it. So about the security lady.
Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer.
Huh? Are we talking about the same person?
Well, I showed her my badge. She gave me a donut and some coffee.
Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority.
She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence.
What?
So what's this decisive evidence? What kind of evidence?
Well, photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime.
What? Who took that?
See the camera up there on that gate?
Pal, or whatever.
The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign?
Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them.
Nick, he has evidence. We're finished.
Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy.
What's wrong, pal? You seem down.
Don't look so happy when you say that. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions.
Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found.
I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves.
Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass at the place. Now's our chance to check things out.
Okay, do I just move back to the main gate?
Nick, look! That security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts.
Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them.
Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet?
She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Okay, so we can now go to the employee area. Let's go. October 16th, Global Studios, employee area. So now we can go here.
Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
Yeah. There's a sign by the door of the dressing room. Just a can of soda? Okay. But this is day-old food. But okay. Do we head inside? Let's head inside. Into the dressing room. October 16th, Global Studios, dressing room. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping.
No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they?
Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. Dude, the fact there's just like no music while I'm doing this part just makes me feel more ominous. It's locked. It looks like he hasn't opened his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. There's a bunch of cosmetics here. Bruh. Interesting. Wait, should we really take it? Yeah, oh, okay. This feels illegal. Yeah, this feels illegal. This feels very illegal. Well, we have a card key now, so we can get into the different areas. So now if we want to go to inside the Studio One place, we can go in. We can go in now. The entrance to Studio One. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick.
I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened!
All right, we're in.
She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. You gonna join us, Gumshoe, or are you just gonna stick around here? Okay, I guess you're gonna stick around here. Let's check out Studio One. October 16th, Studio One. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden.
Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick?
That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. But would they really make a prop actually that sharp to be able to stab somebody, though? I don't know.
Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton.
Yeah, so don't touch it.
Whoa, it's heavier than I thought.
Hey, you, no touching that. Oh, hello. I'm sorry, my partner's kind of, you know.
You know? No, I don't know.
Who are you? Oh, man, what voice do I give to this character? I've already given up like half of my voices. Let's go.
Wait, they kind of this will do. I guess this'll do. Hey, mate, I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc.
I know this voice doesn't fit at all, but I literally got nothing else.
We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people? WP? Oh, Will Powers? WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us.
Huh. I think I saw the name that they said it was Penny. Huh. Alright, let's keep looking around. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with the tape. Or just with tape, but yeah. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. I'm trying to look for more clues, but what could I find? I feel like we've gotten everything in the room. Alright, let's talk to this lady. So the day of the crime. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder?
Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on the staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see.
Huh. Oh wait, the old lady was there in the back. That's who was in the background.
In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else.
The employee area? That's where Power's dressing room is, right?
Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to the studio, to Studio One.
They seem like they have good terms. I don't see both of them hating each other enough to kill the other, so they both seem on good terms.
Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that.
Huh. They didn't seem like they were on bad terms, so... I don't think it was the one dude who killed Will Power. I don't think he was the one who killed him, so... Who could it be? Because they aren't telling us this time. The first 2 times they told us exactly who it was, but they aren't telling us this time. So, Will Powers. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room?
No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private. What kind of girl do you think I am?
What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi.
What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything.
If WP was the only one who came to the studio,
Then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry. I know you're busy.
not really.
Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about! A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I said someone was here.
You sensed?
Yes, several times.
Some other studio employees, maybe?
No, I don't think so.
The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside.
Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot.
Right. So you said that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio?
Yes, I think.
I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony.
Nick, what about the security lady?
If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Maybe? Okay. Alright. October 16th, Global Studios main gate.
What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost.
Yeah, we're here to discuss some stuff with you. So about the photographic proof. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am?
Oh, that? I just thought that it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with that camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see.
So reason for suspicion.
This guard station is a central post, or post station, whatever. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 o'clock. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I'd seen go through here since between 1 o'clock and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too, or whatever. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is.
Maybe it was you?
Good one, Sonny.
She thinks I was joking. So, automatic cameras. About the security camera.
Oh, yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through the gate, see?
Don't that gate, whatever, see?
Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do.
Huh. So the assistant's claims.
What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 o'clock p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as can be.
But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from the outside here that day.
What?
Are you absolutely sure you were watching the whole time?
Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Eek! Alright, you better tell me, and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin.
Again with the spiky hair insults. Why does everybody hate Phoenix's spiky hair?
Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh?
We were just talking to the assistant in Studio One.
She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that nowadays.
Running about. Okay, we're doing this again. All right, I cannot read. Okay, no, Lord. She's screaming angrily now. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Right, they said that we could look into things. Maybe we could check the computer? The computer that runs the studio camera, security cameras.
Nick, maybe we could see that photo of Powers with his computer.
Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? I'd say try it. Okay, let's give it a try.
You know how to work these things, Nick?
Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. It looks like the camera turned on 1 o'clock p.m. that day. 1 o'clock. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. What was the number of the security camera? Oh man, let me think. I'm gonna say 307. There, entered. Did it work? Did it actually work? Hey, it's printed out the data for that day. Did I actually get it right? Oh my gosh, first try. Let's see what we got. It's just the suits. There's no way that was, it could have not been him, it's the suit. Huh?
How is that a picture of Will Powers?
Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him.
I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back.
Huh? October 15th, 2 o'clock p.m. Photo 2? What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day.
Nope, that's the only one in the computer.
Oh, dang. Well, we got some evidence that's rather interesting. Powers, photo added to the court records. Got you.
Hey, Nick! Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial?
Yeah.
We'll put that security lady in her place with this.
Right. We'll put her in her place.
Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says.
Wait, let's not.
Why not?
It's never a good idea to reveal your hands to the enemy too soon.
Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate.
Why would I want to be a villain? I mean, being a villain in like an acting thing is fun, but being a villain in real life, I don't want to be an evil villain in real life. Hey, why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today?
I guess. I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Maybe it really is that security lady. Maybe? It's really hard to say, but she seemed to really like that dude, so I don't know. Let's get to the trial and find out. October 18th, 10 o'clock a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4. Oh gosh, we're going against Edgeworth again. Oh lord.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Great, we're going against Edgeworth again. Oh lord. Him and his updated autopsy reports. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
The prosecution will show the court that at 2 o'clock or 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Very well. I call the most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Oh boy, here we go. Oh lord. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court.
Yes, sir. I'll explain with a guided map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, see? This here's the employee area. The actor did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 o'clock p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate. See? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people there. Or here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 o'clock p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 o'clock p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled.
That is disturbing to look at.
The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon.
Oh boy.
That's the case, in brief. Anyone like to hear that again?
Should I listen to the whole thing again? I think I'll be good. I think I could probably remember that. If not, I can easily just go back and look at the recording to remember and remind myself.
So, the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval.
The spear was found stuck in the victim, or the chest of the victim, and it's been added to the court records. Got it. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is... One of the security lady at the guard station C.
Understood.
Let's call the security officer to the stand. Oh boy. I really don't like this lady. Will the witness declare her name? I really don't like this old bag lady.
Ma, aren't you a handsome fella?
Oh lord.
I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
I'm just gonna let this play out. I gotta know how to feel about this.
Your name, please.
Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names.
Whitney, old bag, dearie.
Just call me Grandma or something. I don't know. Oh Lord, we're doing this again. Oh, come on. No, I can't read this fast. Oh Lord. Objecting to that. Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness.
Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we could get to the testimony.
Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, say, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony.
She sure is one hell of an old bag. Alright, witness testimony. Here we go.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 o'clock p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the station.
Or guard station, whatever.
I was at the main gate from then until 5 o'clock. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked by me at 2 o'clock. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor? Alright. I mean, we have the photo, so we could probably talk to her about that. Oh. Well, we did see that, yes. Did you though? I don't know. Bruh. Well, the time of death was then. They said it didn't happen then. It said that it was the time of death was at 2:30. I mean, I have an idea of what I meant to say here. It's just like, what time should I bring it up? Should I present this photo? Let's try. I got something here. Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you?
Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo.
It's someone in the suit. It could have been somebody else.
What is this, exactly?
None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course! Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't!
Well, I mean, I wonder.
True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, witness.
He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. Just the names in this game are so hilarious.
However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What?
Huh?
Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me, this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. You know, I really don't like Old Bag, but dang, her kind of screwing up Edgeworth's mojo is absolutely hilarious.
Let's hear about your proof then.
Alright, the man in the photo. Here we go, another witness testimony.
I never said anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
I mean, the legs look pretty, like, massive. It'd be hard to watch and, not watch, but like walk around in that anyway. It'd be kind of hard to just walk around.
So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Oh, door. Oh, dang. I don't know why I said oh, door. Oh, Lord. What was one of the props? He broke a prop?
Sure did.
His own samurai spear. His samurai spear? The murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down on the court record. Huh. It's not about dragging it. They just look like really baggy clothes. They look like baggy clothes. It'd be hard to walk around in those anyway. At least the costume, like the costume looks like it's baggy and it's hard to walk in. Oh Lord, we're doing this again. Why do you have to object to Edgeworth? But, oh Lord. I'm searching. So nobody else was there. But what if somebody was already there? Like, they mentioned the one girl was there during the events of stuff, and it's just like, oh Lord. If she was there, but she wasn't there for the shoots, maybe she did it? I don't know. Yeah, what about the assistant? Huh. Maybe she could have already been in there, or maybe she was wearing the suit herself? We have? What is that? Oh! Sorry, I'm not saying anything. I was just trying to read the text. I was trying to understand, but I'll go back to read now. Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. I mean, it kind of is, but the witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right.
Are you sure, Your Honor? I'm gonna object. I'm gonna talk about things. I'm sure there's something in there. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider the possibility also.
That possibility also, but yeah. Oh, what do you got, Edgeworth? What are you trying to say? Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice.
Alright, another witness testimony. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna prove this man's innocence. He's relying on me. I gotta help him. Witness accounts continued.
The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio between then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
But wait, if someone else knew the cameras were there, Wouldn't they wear the Steel Samurai suits? Because I keep thinking it's the one girl. I'm thinking that's her. I genuinely think it's her. Like, all things point to her. Maybe the game's trying to trick me with that. I don't know. But I think it might be, I think it was Penny or something. I think it might be her. Like, she might have known about the security camera, so she wore the suit to make sure.
So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Alright. Are you sure? Yeah. But the girl, I keep thinking it's her. Like the one girl, I think it's her. It feels like it's pointing all the fingers to her. It is true that the time of death was 2:30. There's gotta be something in there that contradicts something. Seeing Edge within such a whole situation is absolutely hilarious. Yeah, there's gotta be something here. I gotta find some kind of contradiction. Man, this is hard. I'm trying to think. Oh lord, this is hard. I'm not this great at detective work. Did we present? Wait, did that actually work? Did it actually work? I was taking a shot in the dark. Oh, okay. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sir, Sonny.
Or yes, sir, I don't know. So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture.
And here I thought you didn't know your head for a hole in the ground.
Wow, rude. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
The very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 o'clock p.m., photo 2.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 o'clock p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo 2. Wait a minute. The computer only held data for one. I didn't put that part into the equation. I just thought that they made one copy, gave it to Gumshoe, and the second one was my copy. I didn't think about that. Oh my goodness. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? I didn't think about that. I thought that just meant it was the second copy.
Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1 but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access? The security lady herself.
You watch your mouth, whippersnapper! The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to be.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer thingies. Edgy boy, help!
Huh? But believe me, I want to. But I don't know what this means either.
Somehow you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
That's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate? Someone other than the Steel Samurai?
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please.
Okay. The other person.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first time I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. So there was somebody else there. Wait, a fanboy? Well, this has a whole new layer. Wait a second. Huh. Wait a minute. This adds a whole new layer. Who's this fanboy? We have to figure out who this fanboy is and talk with him. Well, wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one else could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a train that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while now. It leads outside, and, well, that's where they come in.
They come up through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and
And?
they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So, on the photo that you erased,
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
what? Well, this just adds a whole new layer to everything.
Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studio that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh, yes. Well, we see his top there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear.
Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. Maybe we should talk to this fanboy.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
I feel like we should probably talk with this kid and see what he knows. Like, see what he might know. October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court Lobby or Defendant Lobby number 3. Mr. Powers?
Yes?
Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick! What are we going to do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start by targeting someone that could easily conceivably have done this.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sound like that.
Don't worry, I got this. I gotta stall time so we can get another day. Ironic how before we were trying to fight so we wouldn't have another day, but this time we're trying to fight for another day.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order! Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
So, who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder?
I might be wrong about this, but I think it's the assistant girl. Like, everything I have seen up to this point has made me super suspicious of her. So I'm gonna say the assistant girl. It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai.
So you're saying the Steel Samurai in the picture is really the assistant?
That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh, uh-oh, bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Power's injury?
Powers the poor hammer went the one through.
Yeah, anyway. What about the assistant?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about the Powers ankle.
The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Power's injury. She could look the Steel Samurai look with that costume. But she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai's walk. She wouldn't have limped. That kind of takes the leg out from under that case.
Mr. Wright? I'm afraid I have to penalize you as the one.
Oh, shoot. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
May we move on, Mr. Wright?
This fight isn't over yet. If you would, Your Honor, please, one more chance.
Very well, go ahead. Who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder?
Apparently they don't think it's the assistant girl. I don't think it could be the grade school boy, so we're just gonna say the security lady. This is stupid, but I'll roll with it. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag.
Oh?
The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about the morning's injury. Maybe because they'd been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper?
I don't know if this is right or not. I'm just kind of rolling with it.
Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you.
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
But why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could have pointed the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. Is he just doing this because he hates Oldbag? Is this why he's doing this? Is it because he hates Oldbag?
Well, what? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something.
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Do I push further? Or give Granny a break? I'm just gonna try to push further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive, too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. Windbag. I thought she was Oldbag. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased.
You're really trying to pin this on a kid?
He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it to be nice to the kids and be mean to your elders day?
I don't know,
Whippersnapper?
I have proof. I do?
Proof?
Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder?
I'm guessing the samurai spear? Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible!
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The Windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. I just realized what he meant by that.
Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. And the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Okay. We got our extra day that we needed. Let's go.
Well, wait a second.
Wait, what?
I'm not just going to sit back here while you went off barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking.
Maya looks so done with this. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's someone I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about?
By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
Well, testify.
Lady, I'm trying to get the extra day here. Could you just shut up, please?
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm gonna let them get away scot-free.
I mean, if it still gets us the day.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why'd you keep this from the court until now?
Hey, you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Alright, okay. I don't know what to do here, but okay. True. Yeah, where were they? Yeah, where? Well, we haven't been to Studio 2. We've only been to Studio 1. What do you mean there was a Studio 2? We literally talked about this! Yeah, there's a Studio 2. Why are you surprised by this, Phoenix, right? You literally talked about it. What? Huh.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
I think I've already asked all my questions, but I guess that's all I got. Let's take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer, and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of.
Edgeworth does not look happy about this.
I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Alright, we got an extra day. Now we can look more into this and figure things out. That's good. October 18th, 1:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rat. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Aw, really, it's nothing.
Grin.
Oh, or should I...
We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right. We'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. That takes down that trial, and we've got more to go. But anyway, that's where I'm going to wrap it up for this episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Things are getting interesting. I don't know what the heck is going on anymore, but I enjoyed myself. I've been having fun. And I'm very excited to see how things go next time. So, yeah, that's all I have to say, and thank you all for watching. If you're new to the JG Crafts channel, don't forget to subscribe. I also do Crafts channel, and I will see you all around. Peace!